Hi, everybody. So, I'm always late. Always. I am gonna try to work on that, I think. Or maybe I'll just accept that that's just who I am. You know what? I am always on time when it's something very important, you know, like a wedding or like a wedding or something like that. Anyway, hey Josh, how are you? Sorry I didn't text you before I started. I was trying to meditate a little bit, clear out my energy and kind of just prepare what I was gonna like say and all that. I have my son in the background. If you hear my son at all yelling, he's not mad. He's just playing Fortnite with his cousins. So, anyways, hi Marnie. All right, so I'm just clearing the energy with some sage. Um, so before I get into doing like complimentary tarot readings, for anyone that needs some or needs something, some spiritual insight, I'm gonna just talk about a couple things. Okay, so, oh my gosh, what's up, Nathan? Hi, honey. Oh my gosh, it's been forever. How are you doing? Yeah, so I can't believe you're here. So, anyway, okay, so thank you all for being here. Um, Random people in my house, No, not really. Just my roommate. So this Saturday night, yeah, and I'm just saging it up. Um, I text a couple friends to see what they're up to. I have my son with me, so I'm stuck at home, which is fine. But yeah, everybody's sick, or I guess I just don't have a lot of friends and pacing. That's okay. I just feel like that this is what I meant to do then, is to be here with you guys and kind of try to share some positivity. And if anybody is needing some um, advice from the universe, I'm here for that. Okay. So I want to talk about a little bit of topics. Okay. So do you know that the full moon is tomorrow, right? So I don't know what it is about me, but I always feel the energy from the full moon the night before. I don't know if that's anything about me, like the time I was born. I have no idea. Also, there's the Mercury retrograde going on. Now that affects relationships. So if you have exes, you are thinking about your exes, either good or bad thoughts, if you're having people like reaching out to you suddenly and they're maybe interested again, or they want to argue with you, randomly, that's because it's Mercury retrograde. And that'll be going on until January 26th, I believe. So if you're feeling any of that, that's what's probably why. Okay, so you know what? It was really quiet before, and then yeah. But hey, that's life, right? It was quiet before I got on, but no big deal. I hope you guys can hear me. All right, so I want to talk to y'all about something. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Don Miguel Ruiz. You know what's funny? You're on here, Nathan, because I was just talking to Spirit and just asking, what would you like me to say to anybody that might need to hear something? And that book, Don Miguel Ruiz, came in mind. And actually, my friend Nathan is on here. He actually met him, which he's so lucky because this man is amazing. He's a shaman from South America, like maybe you could tell me right, in Mexico, right? Yeah. Anyway, basically, he wrote books about the Toltec religion. It's not really a religion; it's more of a spiritual practice per se that's been around for you know ancient, just ancient from Aztec times. And so he wrote a book basically to kind of break it down really easily for everyone to understand how the way that the shamans, you know, lived their life, practiced, and this book honestly changed my life. It really did. So I want to share a little bit to you about it, okay? All right. So this book is called The Four Agreements. Yeah, it's a really good book. I've read it. I read it. Oh, I don't know. Just it's been a while. Definitely like about 8 years, and it's changed my life. I definitely know that since I started reading it, it made me look at things a lot differently. So these are the things that this book, the topics are. The four agreements. The first agreement is to be impeccable with your word. So as what that means is that basically whatever's coming out of your mouth, um, what's your intentions for that? What reasoning are you saying that for? I know our egos, and sometimes when things are hard for us to deal with, we want to, you know, um, guard ourselves, right? Protect ourselves, and so we'll use like words that we think kind of, even out of whatever someone's doing to us or saying to us. So the first agreement is to be impeccable with your words. So start thinking about what you're saying, because everything that comes out of your mouth it can be used as positivity or negativity. It can, the way that Don Miguel Ruiz like explains it is that it's like poison when it's negative. So when you say something, you can say, "Oh yeah, that doesn't mean anything to me. I don't care." But it doesn't matter. It's been said out there. It's energy that's been put out there in words that goes into the brain, and without us even subconsciously realizing it, it stays there. Um, and it's poison. And the more that you say it, the more that you're hearing it yourself, and the more that you're putting it out in the world. So that is the first agreement, to be impeccable with your word. Every time you talk, like think about how you're saying it, and the more that you start realizing and being aware of how you're saying things, then the better that you'll feel about yourself and including everyone around you. Okay. So that's the first. The second is, shoot, I like it repeated the same one. Sorry, just a second. What is the second one? Hmm. Two. It's like it's about it's like how we interpret it, like hear things, I think. Hi, Kimberly. Good to see you here again, honey. I'm talking about the Don Miguel Ruiz book called The Four Agreements. I'm just going to go over that really quick. That's kind of my little spiritual insight for the night. And I don't know why I'm having such a difficult time trying to find. Yeah, that must be very important to me. I feel like I guess, people need to hear this over and over again. Be impeccable with your word. Seems to be very important because I can't seem to find the second one. Yeah, seriously, I keep, like, I'm just missing it or something. Or maybe it's the first. That's why. Okay, so the first is domestication and the dream of the planet. I can't remember this one. It's not very good. Life is a dream. We're living in a dream. So right when we were born, um, we were innocent. It's kind of like the tarot cards, by the way. So like for the major arcanas, we start as the Fool. The Fool tarot card is like, new beginnings. There's nothing, everything is, you're very naive to the world. As everything's fresh and new to you, right? So that's how we start off in this world. And now, in the first time that, let's say that you go as a kid or whatever, and you like go grab something, and you're just this happy kid with your parents, and and then they go, no, stop, and then they kind of grab you in anger, and you don't understand what that means, because like it's going to burn you, or it's going to shock you, or it's going to hurt you. Well, your brain suddenly has this trigger that makes you go like, why did they get angry at me? I didn't do anything wrong. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Of course, we need to protect our kids and stuff, but that is just what Don Miguel Ruiz was trying to explain, is that's like the first poison, I guess you could say, that has been put into our brain, and it stays there, and then so every time that something happens with someone that reacts to us in a negative way, it impacts us, you know, and so that's why it's really hard for people that have been traumatized with like all kinds of different abuses, have a harder time in this life, especially if they're not educated or have some spiritual guidance or some positivity in their life. They're just, life is not going to be good for them. So I guess it's just being aware of that. That's just in us, and that when we say things, when we take things personally, when we make assumptions, this is all because we've been programmed from since we were born. So that's what Don Miguel Ruiz is basically started off to say. And so, yeah, the second would be impeccable with your word. So every time you say something, think about, what effect are you giving to the world? What's your purpose of it? Was it because you needed to protect yourself with ego? Now, why did you have to do that? Good question, right? So, but if you, as the third of his agreement, don't take anything personally, well, right there, that follows along with the first, because, why did you even say something rude back anyway? Because you were taking something personally, right? So the less that you take things personally and you don't react, and that's a hard thing to do, but it's just being aware of knowing, I know why you're saying that, without even having to say that to somebody. Oh, okay, I get it. So you're having a bad day, or I don't know. I feel like people that become pretty intuitive or have been through a lot and understand that, empaths especially, that are very sensitive to energies and people, you know, their progression of what's coming out of their mouth, they basically know why. It's taken me a while to figure that out, but now that I've really been in tune with that more so, and with myself, which is always working on that. I'm always working on that. But it's just like seeing people, when they talk, and it's just like, okay, I get why you're projecting yourself out like that. And and there's not even a judgment to that, because you don't judge yourself anymore once you're aware of everything you do and say, right? And then with other people, when you don't take it personally, when they're like walking down the street, someone says, hey, you're ugly, that is where, how do you react to that, right? Hi, Susan. Hi, Derek. Hi, James. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of people here. Brian, hi. So I was just talking about Don Miguel Ruiz, the book, The Four Agreements. So yeah, the third would be, don't take anything personally. Then the fourth would be, don't make assumptions. That one's probably the most difficult one for me, honestly. I think I'm doing pretty good with my word most of the time. I'm human. Don't take anything personally. Be impeccable with your word. So these all kind of fall along together. And the first agreement with Don Miguel Ruiz, he explains that it all started with since we were a child. The first time that like you got your spanking, or daddy or mom wanted to protect you, so they reacted in anger, and it caused you to think, oh my gosh, why'd they do that to me? Because we're very happy babies. I mean, we're innocent. That's how we start. And the more that we've had traumas and reactions or actions to us since we were a child, it stays in there. As much as we can say like, no, like that doesn't get to me anymore. I'm not even worried about that. It's there. It's there. And the more that you say that it's not, then you're denying something that is keeping you stuck. Okay? So that's basically what Don Miguel Ruiz is saying, is that if you are aware of these things, then the agreements to make your life so much better, and that what the shamans practiced in Toltec spirituality, was to be impeccable with your word. So everything that comes out of your mouth, you know, think about why, what's the purpose? Were you acting on ego, or were you doing that out of fear, or were you, basically, if it's negative, usually why we say things, or we're just empowered or trying to overcome our insecurities. Now, if you have all that kind of figured out, which not all of us do, but if you're able to be aware of the good and the bad of your situations, and then you're able to know when you say something what it truly means. Okay, so the second is, don't take any, or I'm sorry, the third would be don't take anything personally. So now when someone actually says something to you, you won't react to it so much. Now that would be the practice that Don Miguel Ruiz is trying to put out in the world to say. Um, it really does help. I have worked on that for 9 years, and I'm still working on it. I still have to kind of get back to that again, every once in a while. And then the fourth would be don't make assumptions. And that one's still definitely one hard one for me. Probably because I have some trauma situations in my past that makes me look at a situation, and especially if it's like, okay, so don't make assumptions. It's saying like, when your reactions, or you're in a situation that um it just reminds you of something that already previously happened to you. But in the situation previously, it did not turn out good. It was horrible. Like it fucking traumatized you, right? Well, even if at this, in future time, or this time present that you're experiencing this moment where you might be assuming, and that's the hard part to do, is trying to see, am I assuming, or is this really happening, right? Because when you've had some major traumas in your life, whatever it could be finding out someone cheats on you, or like, like getting in a car accident, you know you just automatically say that you're not the driver, and you get in a car accident, and then now you find yourself being very like reactive to like people driving. You're like, oh god, I gotta put my seatbelt on, like because you had something traumatizing happen to you, and so you assume that it might happen bad again. So don't make assumptions. So catch yourself. I really think this book is big on being aware. It's just being aware of who you are, from your good to your bad, and everything within it. And throughout your life, try to just keep practicing. Once you like acknowledge that the things you've been through and what it's done to you, through however long it's taking you to like get to this point thinking like this, then you can work on the other things, and that's being impeccable with your word. Every time you say something out loud, why are you saying that? Why'd you say it like that? You say that because of fear and ego. You needed to like protect yourself, or you needed to make sure that if you said something that might make you be vulnerable, that but why? Why? It's, that's something I've had to work on. And I'm pretty good with other things except one topic, but I think I've almost mastered it. Almost. All right, so the third, yeah, don't take anything personally. And fourth agreement is don't make assumptions. Okay? So thank you for letting me tell you guys all about that. Okay, so that was my spiritual topic in the night. Okay, so um, I just want to do one spiritual reading from spirit and universe and guides, and just to see what actually, he wants to say. She, the universe, everything. So maybe there will be a message from the energies that will come out that someone needs to hear tonight. Okay. Oh, I like this too. How are y'all doing tonight? You doing good? Saturday, and you're hanging out with me. Woohoo! Yeah, I was just saying earlier that, like I called a couple friends, girlfriends to like hang out, maybe come over. I have my son right now, so I can't really go out because I don't really like going out in this town anyway. But sorry, just a second. Okay, Los Santos. Super good. That's awesome. Hi. Oh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I was thinking about it's Saturday night. I have my son. I called a couple girlfriends, see if they want to hang out, and one's sick, and the other I don't know what she's doing. So I was just felt I was called to do this because why not? And I put a little prayer out there with the universe to let them know, or to ask for guidance tonight for me to be able to have clarity and say whatever needs to be said that will help this world. I mean, all of us are able to do that. We all have gifts that we've been given to help this world. All right. Ooh, this is good stuff. Palo Santos is wonderful. Just whispering like harmony and peace where you're around. All right. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this short tarot spread. Okay. Yes. Manifest. I like that word, manifest. It's a good one. It works, seriously. All right. Okay, I'm gonna start with this. I'm gonna use the good tarot. No, I'm gonna use this one actually. Sorry. There you go. I can adjust. All right. So what's going on with you guys? How's your energies feeling? Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you angry? Are you jealous? Are you content? Are you peaceful? Are you hurt? Let's see what's going to come out. Universe, what would you like to say out loud? So, tarot has been around for a long time, and it is basically energy put in words and pictures on cards, a way to be able to express something bigger than us. It's a part of us, but bigger than us, okay? And all tarot readers have their ways of interpreting it to a point. If you study some read like intuitively, like where they they'll look at the card and they'll try to not figure out, they they feel like they're tuned into what needs to be said. Um, I do both. I like to do intuitive and study the actual tarot so I can understand how to break the energies down with each card because they can get pretty detailed and it's pretty amazing what you can get out of it. Okay. And it's basically, it's not like fortune telling so much. And there's nothing dark about it because even like the devil card in the tarot deck isn't a bad card. I mean, of course, not like the best one, but it's just a part of life, you know? Attachments, addictions, toxicity, um, codependency, that would be the devil card. But, tarot is really cool because it kind of helps you see things that we consciously don't want to see or that we aren't really aware of that we're feeling and thinking and acting upon. So let's see. What universe? What do you like to say to whoever I'm channeling? I feel like I have it's guilt and comparison, and they reverse though. So to me, when they're reversed, that means that this person, they or this energy is about feeling guilty about comparing themselves to someone else. But I think they're in denial of that, maybe. Maybe something they felt guilty about. Someone gave them guilt, and it was all because they were comparing themselves. One thought they were not good enough, basically, and made them feel guilty. Someone made them feel guilty, and they started comparing themselves to the other person. Okay, so that's that. Let's see what else is about that. What you think about that? James Mustard. Good to see you here. Are you painting? Do you have an art gallery going on? I've been working on some paintings. It's been fun. All right, let's see. Sorry, a little side note. So, someone feels guilty and it's causing someone to compare. It's like a competitive thing, kind of. Maybe they were comparing themselves because of something happened and it made them feel guilt. There's a lot to that. Okay, let's see what else. I'm going to go ahead and use the good tarot. Can you guys hear me okay? Guilt and comparison in the universe. What do you have to say about this? Okay. Four of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Well, I asked about these cards, about this this guilt. Someone feels guilt about and it's making them compare themselves to the other. So there's obviously some conflict in this. There's some conflict between some people, and there's a lot of guilt that's involved with this, with energies around comparison, competition, conflict. Okay, because it's five, and five, it's usually change. Something changed, and it made somebody feel guilty. And I asked about these cards to involve into that. And there's the Four of Wands, and the underlying energy is the Eight of Wands. So somebody went fast paced to either a marriage. There's some communication going on between people that were married, um, a household. It could be a family. There's a family that's having some conflict. Okay, there's a home-based situation. There's marriage. It could be marriage. It could be that kind of thing. But there's a lot of communication going back and forth that's about conflict. It's about comparing themselves because somebody feels guilty. Either one person feels guilty or the other person feels guilty or both of them feel guilty. So they're both like comparing themselves to each other, and then there's the conflict involved, okay? It's involved with a home, family. Um, and there's a lot of communication going back and forth right now about it, okay? Or these are just like underlying energies, like whatever you guys are talking about, with the family that's having conflict and comparing themselves, having guilt that's making them go crazy with all these thoughts and stuff. It's clouding up their mind, honestly. um I'm gonna ask about this Eight of Wands really quick, okay? Because I don't feel like that was a lot though. Jeez Louise. I don't know if I want to do all of these, but I guess I will. The Five of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Wish, the Star, the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Moon reversed, and Temptation. And the underlying energy is High Priestess. So in this situation, somebody intuitively tapped in to themselves, to start thinking about things a little bit more deeper. They're becoming aware of this, and it made them feel guilty, grief. So that goes with this card. So the same person right here that has guilt is involved with this, okay? And that would be the Five of Cups, is like crying over spilled milk, basically. It's like saying, for me. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude about it, but like that's kind of like the fast way of explaining that card. Someone feels guilty about something they did, and it's like they're wallowing in it, basically, okay? And that sucks. It's a sucky place to be. I know that feeling too. Okay, the Three of Cups is connected to the Star. The Nine of Pentacles. These are good cards right there, though. Okay, this makes sense to me now. The comparison. So, there was change. Something happened in this homestead, this family, this marriage, that the change happened when people start comparing themselves to each other, okay? And it made them become guilty over something, which probably was something that happened not even in the relationship. It could have been happened like something from childhood wounds, and that's where I go back to Don Miguel Ruiz, like talking about the Four Agreements. Things that's happened to us since we were, born, it affects us, Okay, so anyways, the Five of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Star, the Nine of Pentacles, the Moon reversed, and Temptation. Okay, so somebody's healing from a situation that was involved with a secret of someone that was tempted. Now, either this could be cheating, or this could be just a secret of an affair, or kissing, or anything that was like could be looked upon not right. Okay. I think this would be, yeah, this is the devil's card, temptation. Just different on this one. They're a lot nicer in these cards. Temptation. Like biting the apple, Adam and Eve kind of thing. Okay. But someone cried over spilled milk. It started all, like this whole conflict and everything that happened in this homestead, by the way. Yeah, that, like, you know, had a lot of communication. There was a lot of bickering back and forth, and it was really because people were comparing themselves to each other, um, because of something they felt guilty about. Like I said, this doesn't have to be anything involved with these people that are together. This could be stuff that's happened to them previously, or something came out from outside of the home, that was brought in, to this situation, and started causing people together to like start comparing themselves. And with that came guilt. Why? Well, because somebody now is crying over something, feeling bad for themselves, okay? And okay, there's the Three of Cups and the Star and the Knight of Pentacles. The Three of Cups can be different things. It could be a third party, like another person was involved that was actually wished, like they wished upon. Oh, I think something happened that was their way out. Now, if it was a marriage or like something like that, I think that deep inside, consciously, this person that felt guilty, or both, or one of them, I don't know. There was like this moment in the home. There was a lot of communication that went back and forth about someone feeling bad about the situation, and it was about celebrating. It could be about celebrating and wishing in something that they had a wish fulfillment on that brought them like this feeling of pride and security within themselves. Okay. And they had a secret. The secret was revealed about something they were tempted on, but they're healing from it. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. It's kind of all over the place. Let me see if I can tie it together. Yeah. So somebody in the home, comparison, guilt, Four of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. So there's some fire in here. There's some fours, fives. There's some change. There's change. There is change in passion. There was in this conflict of people in the homestead, family, couple, and with guilt. There was guilt involved. There was like remorse of past situations that could have happened between them, or like I said, people from the outside that was brought this energy in that they dealt with together. And they talking a lot about it right now, probably. And yeah, I feel like in this situation though, they're healing from it. Yeah, healing from these thoughts, because maybe they're celebrating right now of something that they actually wished for in all the long run, and that was to be able to be free and have their independency to be themselves and feel good about themselves. Like they needed to feel good about, like really feel good about themselves. And this is in physicality, financially, um that energy. um the secret's out. The secret's out about this temptation. Somebody finally spilled the beans. If it was if it was involved with cheating, it's been out, and finally someone's healing from that, you know. Now they have decided to just enjoy life and you know, make a wish on just feeling independent and confident again within themselves. Okay, if that makes sense. I don't know. I think it can to somebody. Okay, so now after all that, I'm going to just give someone advice. So if that resonated with anyone, then I'm going to give some advice to help. What does the universe want to say to whoever is going through this, comparing in the family, marriage, homestead? There's a lot of communication back and forth. There's a lot of guilt. There's a lot of remorse. There might have been cheating. There might have been just other people involved, that were extended from the family that brought this ideas of competing and feel guilty and remorse. And now people are healing. Somebody's healing from it. I think the secret's out. Whatever that was, addiction, codependency. Maybe everybody's, because it's the moon reverse. So it's basically saying, like, it's been illuminated completely. It's out there. Okay. And so if anyone's dealing with that in the home, then it's out there. And now I feel like this is a time for healing from that. And that it's time to just celebrate making a new wish in the world, in the energy to put out there, so you can feel independent and free again, and stable within yourself, not with anyone else, within yourself. Okay. This is going to be what you need to surrender, whoever is involved with this situation. It's healing, trying to heal, resting more, maybe trying to take care of themselves a little bit better. Universe, spirits, and guides. Okay. Thank you. Well, that's easy. Surrender stress and surrender worry. Yeah. Well, that makes sense. So whatever you felt guilty about, whatever there was remorse about, whether it was cheating, whether it was things that were outside of the relationship that got brought in and caused issues between whoever, family members, your friends, people close to you. Oh, this is a side note too, but surrender worry, surrender stress. Okay, so stop worrying, stop stressing out. You're gonna be okay. Just put that wish out in the world. Heal. Heal from maybe a wish that you had in the past that didn't work out for you in this situation too, okay? That's a side note as well. And this is just the bottom line, the bottom card, sorry. It's surrender your fear of intimacy. Now, this card, I have figured this card out pretty well, because I'm like, who would like be, no, to me, this means more like when you are close to either the person you love, or even a new relationship or a new connection to someone. Just don't be scared to um, express yourself. But when someone expresses it to you, don't be afraid about it. Think about that feeling and appreciate it, and don't worry and don't stress. Open yourself up to new experiences if this one isn't working out. Okay, because you intuitively know. Yeah. Okay, that's that. I'm done. Okay, so how about we do some readings, you guys? Anybody need something? Have a question? If you don't, I could just start. I'm just pick one of you guys. If you could please, in the comments, just say, "Hey Amber, I want a card reading," and then I will get on it. And if you don't, then I'll just do a tap dance, sing a song. I don't know. I do need to make sure that this right here, because I don't know, it's not charging. Okay, do a card reading and tap dance at the same time, huh? That'd be kind of hard. That's a good one though. Hey James, I'm gonna do a tarot reading on you, okay? Cool? Awesome. Thank you. All right. James Mustard, you have been one of my best friends since, shit, what was I, fourth grade? Fifth grade? Something like that. And we lived across the street together, and I hung out with you all the time. We played Nintendo, and you had the Zelda game, and your dad. I love your dad. I miss your dad. We used to go horny toad hunting. Remember, we got all nerdy about it. Remember the Regal horny toad that we found? And then we would like capture it. We put it in like aquarium, and then we would like go out and get ants and stuff and like try to feed them, and they always died on us because they were wild. They were meant for us to like make them pets, huh? Yeah, I was quite a nerdy, fun tomboy, and James was my best friend, JD. All right, James. JD Mustard. What spirit, universe, and guides can you, did your heart get broken by an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo? A pretty woman, a pretty girl that was confident, beautiful inside and out. Maybe she's full of herself, I don't know. Okay. Okay, so JD, um, did you have like a new passion, like this new creative idea that you really wanted? You thought was like a new start in this passion, you know, and then it was caused by a heartbreak. Either you had a heartbreak prior to this situation that gave you this like energy to start, creatively, passionately, you know, fast paced towards this, Aries. Yeah, I'm an Aries too. I didn't break your heart. Okay. And you had this fast idea of passion. Oh my gosh. And it's Queen of Wands is like under it. It was about heart. It was like betrayal to you. Okay, so, and in that time, there was like a lot of communication. Okay, a lot of communication back and forth about this energy of this force that you had, this idea of new passion towards a woman that was Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, that was charming inside and out, beautiful, confident, good looking, and broke your heart. And so there was a lot of communication that either someone was judging the other person in the situation, and really why this judgment was happening, something was changed too, like either like the divine, the universe, like stepped in, and they quickly took the situation away and left someone feeling out in the cold, felt like they broken physically, stability, financially through this, right? Hi, Manny. Okay, because you were manifesting a friendship, a love, a partnership that you thought with a message, or they did, that you could bring something in that was going to be start a long term, um, something that you could have for long term with this person, and you wanted to have victory in it, right? Yeah. Anyway, so does that relate to you at all, JD? So you moved forward, you moved away, you started healing, you made your choice in the situation that was carrying all that burden of that situation, and you, which is completion, because it was enough. It was just like enough burden on that idea and all this stuff. So you moved slowly towards the mind, like the force of like that was, it's taking time, but you're getting back on that, um of what you know, what you want to do now, that will bring you stability, and it's slowly coming together for you now, right? And yeah, something from your past though, you have a lot of memories from your past that made you really, really happy. You have memories of things like that was like full, like when you were emotionally completely fulfilled, family, all that, you know. So that's good. Yeah. So with that, so where am I at with that? So yeah, you had some thoughts about the past, about the times when you were emotionally completely fulfilled, but you're healing from it, you're moving forward, and you're going somewhere with that. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Thank you for letting me read for you. I can give you some, like, just a little side advice, Kate. Um, I want to do the ancestors of angels because I want to see if your dad comes out. Man, I loved your dad. He was such a great dad. He was so cool. I remember when he bought meat and he would hang it from the front porch, and he made beef jerky, and he would, oh my gosh, he seasoned it like perfectly. I don't, and it's not like that was like a thing of something I loved when I was a kid, but I'll never forget your dad's beef jerky that he used to make. Hi, Holly. How are you, honey? I'm glad you're here. So basically, anybody that's on here, if you do want a reading, if you would like some some spirit insight, please just comment and leave me a comment, and that'd be awesome. Then I'll definitely give you something. If you have a question, that helps too for me. If you just want general, I could do that as well. Okay. So JD, let me just finish this off for you, okay, babe? This is gonna be spirits. This is gonna be a message from your ancestors. These were made by John Holland, and he is an amazing medium. He just had a great illustrator, like things like that. I love the pictures. You would like that, JD. These pictures are beautiful. They're really, I can tune myself in pretty well with the pictures to do intuitive reading with them as well. But let me just go ahead and because they're all over the place. Some are upright, some are down. I'm getting there. I hope everybody's getting some deep breaths in tonight. Say hi. Okay. No more. No. No. Oh my gosh. Seriously, stop. No. Hey, no. Dude, you're bending my... No, you already did. Oh my god. My son. Oh, he's crazy. Get out of here. Stop. Hey, please stop. Stop. Seriously. You're the silly goose. Oh, I had such a good time with my son this morning. We wake up and he's like, "Oh, I'm the Cookie Monster," and he starts trying to bite me. And he's like, "I'm the Oreo Cookie Monster." And I was like, "What do I taste like?" I was just telling you how to be there, I guess. Okay, stop. Just stop. Seriously, stop. Zayden. Zayleen. Thank you. Sorry, we had a moment. We have them every once in a while. Sometimes I just gotta have fun with them with those. Life is too short to get mad all the time. Plus Saturday night, right? Hi, Erin. I'm so glad to see you. Hey, if you want a reading, let me know, okay? All you have to do is comment. That was actually fun. I'm so glad my son came out and did that. He's kind of no, he's not a pain. I can't even say that. He was a pain for a minute, but he's been really good lately. I just love where my son's at this moment. It's pretty cool. He's I don't know. I'm proud of him. He's doing good in school. Um, doing good at his dad's house, and he's doing good here. It's pretty easy, and that's nice. Should you move? Oh, that's a good one. Okay. Let's ask that, Josh. It's like my little party up in here. They didn't know. Seriously. Stop. Yeah, by the way, I saw those pictures on my phone. We're going to have to talk about that later. Get out of here. Jaden. Excuse me. Get out of here. Jaden, we talked about this in the room, remember? Okay, it's fun for a little bit, but then now you're just trying to do it all the time.
Daddy, carry me to the room.
Oh my gosh. Wow. There you go. Okay, love you. Seriously, stop. Thank you. I mean it. I was just saying how good you've been. Sorry, guys. Okay. Good times. kind of readings are you doing? I am doing any reading, whatever you need to know from the universe, you know, or my spirit guides, Aaron. I feel like I keep hearing him. I feel like he's gonna sneak up on me or something. I knew he was.
Hi guys, today Mom's gonna make a facial.
I'm gonna make a what? Okay, I'm gonna adjust that. There we go. Okay. I felt like I was like trapped to hold myself down so far. Yeah, Aaron, if you Zayden, this time it's not gonna be funny anymore. No, I really don't hit my kid. I spank him. No, it's been a while since I spanked him. I just take things away from him. He hates that. Okay, Joshua. Zayden, seriously, I can hear you. Watch, he's not even back there. Okay, sorry. Okay. Saturday night, y'all. We're up in here. We're partying. Just kidding. Zayden, it's not funny anymore.
A big huggy.
Dude,
Wait a minute.
go. Go. Just go. Seriously, go inside. Go in the bedroom. You were doing just fine. Don't push it. It was funny for a while. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me at all? Hello? Did I lose people? I'm gonna just do them. I don't care. I'm just gonna keep going. You can't hear me? Okay, you can. Okay, thank you. See, I just can't hear you guys, so it's like I just want to make sure so I'm not just talking and then, you know what I mean? Where's my freaking stir at? Sorry, I needed a drink really quick. I feel like I need to do this really quick. So, you know that it's tonight is a night before it's the night before the full moon, right? So, anytime we have a full moon, it's really good to put your intentions out there, like what you want to bring to you. Yeah. And sometimes I can get the singing bowl like ringing. Like, okay. Did I ended up giving you at all, JD? That message? I don't think I did I? Let me do that really quick. I didn't. Sorry. I just tapped into that. Like, oh, yeah. Sorry. This isn't funny anymore. See, I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing anymore. I'm serious. If you do it again, I'm going to take your headphones away from you. And he can't hear me because he's wearing the headphones. Dear Lord. If he comes out again, though, I have to get serious, guys. Because it was funny for a while. But now, like, I'm trying to tune into a reading, and I can't when he's just, like, being cute. You know? Have fun, of course. I don't know, that didn't come up. Oh my gosh. See? That's what I mean. The friction. That it goes back to that card reading I just did. Oh my god. Okay. Serious. Sorry, guys. I have to really do this. All right, then. Seriously. Listen, I'm not joking. I'm going to take that away from you. Listen, I'm going to take your headphones off of you, and then you're just going to go to bed right now. I'm not lying. This isn't funny, ha ha ha. No, I don't want you to. No, because you don't understand. If you can understand the part where you like be quiet, because I'm not in there just to be like all, look at me, guys. I'm actually trying to do card readings and to help other people, okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? No, you don't.
Yes,
Because
I do. I just want
no,
to go
you
in the
don't. I
bed.
don't
I'm
need you to
thirsty
be
and
in the camera.
hungry.
You already ate and drank. Let me go get you something then. Why don't you just play? Go play on there again.
But I need a drink. Hungry.
I'll get you a
Hungry.
drink then.
So,
Okay, fine. Then go get a drink. Go get a drink. Go get a snack. And do not come up to the chair. Let me do what I'm doing. Okay? Oh my gosh, I probably have nobody on here anymore. Okay. Aaron, I have honestly I like to buy tons of different cards. I've had these ones for a while now. Of course the Rider deck, right? Like the first tarot cards. Okay, keep going. Okay. And I like to have my oracle cards too. Um, and they all have like they're from, they have different feels to them. And I've found each one to like give me something. It's kind of versatile. Okay, so JD, I gotta get back to you on this. Let me shut this freaking door. I am so sorry. I just want to make sure I get hear this. Remember, I told you I would like this door shut? Let's do this again, okay? No more. Seriously. You've been just fine all this time. Thank you. I love you. I know the energy's great out here, but the energy's good in there too. So you have fun. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. JD, you know what's really funny? When I said have fun, that's what the underlying card was. Have fun. Forgiveness. So, whatever you have resentment for, or something that you're holding with you that's maybe causing you not to enjoy life completely is because maybe someone needs to say sorry to you, or maybe you need to say sorry to someone. But, if you can't do that, if that's not a possibility, then I suggest to forgive them anyway. Put that out there. Maybe that should be your intention for the full moon tomorrow. And that will help you have fun more in life. You know, We'll bring back that like child within you again. Okay? That was a message from your ancestors, spirits, and guides. Okay. Sorry, I gotta get back to my center here. You guys just saw my life, my life away from this for a minute. Um, let's see. My life away from reading cards. That's what I meant. All right. So, thanks, Josh. Can you do a reading for my mama? I would love to. Josh, is that okay if I do errands? Or I can do you. I'm sorry, I can do you first. I'm gonna do Aaron. I'm gonna do Josh's. I'm sorry, Aaron. Give me a minute, because Josh asked me if he should move or not. Okay, sorry. I just had to like I even broke a freaking nail. Freaking boys. I I swear. I think I wanted a girl so bad, you guys. When I found out I was pregnant with Zayden, I wanted a girl, and I was just like, I'm gonna have a girl. I know I'm gonna have a girl, and I'm gonna be so excited. I already had her name picked out and everything, and then I found out I had a boy, and I literally did like three different ultrasounds. Not yeah, ultrasounds. I mean, like, because I was like, they're gonna find ball, or they're gonna find that there's not balls. Like, maybe this next one, and then like, nope, it's a boy, it's a boy. I'm like, okay. And then my friend gave me the most beautiful words in a comment on a post that I put up on Facebook. When I was pregnant with Zayden, and it connected so perfectly because it was something about dealing with a guy, his dad, no, somebody. Anyway, and they're like, the reason why you're having a son is because he's gonna show you what true love feels like from a man. That's why you're gonna have a son. And wow, like I totally get it now. Hmm. Okay, Josh, did you move? Shut the door, please. Josh O'Connor. Okay, centering. Oh, split. Indecision. Something gives you strength and something shocks you. How about this idea, right? You're finding the ebb and flow. You're being in an ebb and flow in a shock to you in this situation. You're talking about this question, okay? So interesting. And you're going within and being kind of quiet about it. Working with this ebb and flow. How this idea of moving, okay? Okay, so 4 cups. No, there it is again. Temperance. Sagittarius energy. So, someone, temperance. This is like a healing card. This is a kind of stay put, but it's also peaceful and flowing. And there's passion in it, and it's like an angel card basically. It's an angel card. It's a protector. Um, it's a patience card about 4 cups. This is involved with like a love offer. It's like sitting there and like it's a healing card too. So with this healing about this idea of the moving, right? Um, you're basically either waiting on an offer, um, and the note to tell you about that is that you need to make sure that you're always looking. You don't like look at like what you have emotionally as like, is this all I have? Um, because something's going to be sent to you from the universe that's waiting for you emotionally in this move, okay? And it will be something of ebb and flow. Maybe you waiting upon this new idea of this movement that will give you a new emotion towards, it has like an ebb and flow to it. Okay, let me see. I'm going to ask a little bit more about that. Yeah, okay. Tell me more about the 4 cups, please. About this move. Okay. Oh, interesting. Zayden?
Don't forget everyone loved.
Aw, that's sweet.
Wait,
Love
what
you.
did they say?
They're just say stuff. I'll show it to you later. Thank you. Seriously,
And
then.
like and hit that heart button.
That is the cutest thing ever. I've been wanting to get to become a gamer actually on YouTube. I'm like, kid, as much as you play games, like we need to set you up so you can be making us some money. You know what I mean? While you're sitting there and doing that. That's so cute that he did that. Mm. Shut the doors, Aiden. Um, oh shit. Let's see. Hmm. Okay. So in this move.